Good morning, everybody. It's Ramona, your independent Scentsy consultant. Today is Scentsy Saturday, and we are going to talk about Autumn Sunset, and we were also going to talk about the October scent of the month, Fairy Tale Pumpkin. Let's also give a little shout out to Roxy over there sleeping in the sun. That's what kittens do. Anywho, so Autumn Sunset. This was chosen by Michelle Satterwhite, so thank you so much. Scentsy describes this as apples, pumpkins, fall leaves, and spices, a top 10 fragrance, which indeed it is. I like this. I don't love this. It is very strong. The throw is great, probably 8 to 9 out of 10. I found this to be heavily spiced. Now, it doesn't say what spices it is. I did get a lot of clove here, and I'm not opposed to clove, but the reason that I didn't care for it that much was not necessarily because of the clove, but I found the clove overpowered the apples and the pumpkins. If they had just cut down on the clove, I would like it better. I'm gonna say this is like, to my nose, it was like 75% clove. And I barely could smell apples or pumpkins. And what I did smell in the background when I was melting it, even now, is more pumpkin than apple. So for me, had they toned down the clove, bumped up the apple, and I think I would have liked it better. Like I would have said 25 apple, 25 pumpkin, and 50 clove, and maybe even a little bit less than that. But so for me, again, it's just a matter of taste. If you like clove, which I do, as I said, I do like clove, but I thought it was a little overly spiced with clove. And the throw was very good. So again, I liked it. I didn't love it. I would love it had they bumped down the clove. So I hope that was helpful. Now we are going to talk about the scent of the month for October. It is called Fairy Tale Pumpkin. And I did use, I think there's 4 cubes gone. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. No, there's 1, 2, 3 gone. So in my bedroom, in the bathroom, I melted 1. In my bedroom, I melted 1. And in the spare room, I melted 1. So 3 different rooms. And they're not, they're pretty decent sized bedrooms. And I put 1 in each. Pardon me. But anyway, we'll get to that in a second. So let's talk about the notes. So Scentsy recently has been describing top notes, mid notes, and base notes. So we will talk about all of those. Top notes of cinnamon, spiced pomander, and black licorice. Mid notes of harvest pumpkin, wild blueberry, midnight black raspberry. And base notes of vanilla bean, dark maple sugar, and toasted pecan. And then as a general kind of let's sum it up statement, an epic fantasy of harvest pumpkin, midnight black raspberry, and a whisper of black licorice. So, if you saw my video the other day when I showed the Mosaic Warmer, which is absolutely stunning, and there's a picture of it lit up, and I had mine lit up as well. No regrets on this, even though I do have the Enchanted Pumpkin. This is just as nice. I love it. Pardon me. Okay, so anyway, so what are we talking about here? An epic fantasy of harvest pumpkin, midnight black raspberry, and a hint of black licorice. So in that video, when I smelled it on cold, there goes Roxy, she's had enough. Okay. It was very interesting that when I held the clam up to my nose, I smelled the midnight black raspberry. And it's even now, it's only when I pull the clam away that I smell the licorice. It's like sometimes when you taste something, you get that final taste on one part of your taste buds or your tongue. It comes in at the back end. Same with this. Very, very interesting. However, on warm, I did not get a lot of the black licorice, and I was kind of interested to smell a little more licorice. I don't necessarily think it needed to be the predominant note, but I would like to have had a little bit more of that licorice, interest in there. I did get pumpkin and some, midnight black raspberry. To me, that was just like a deep berry note, and I think it was deepened by the, where am I? Pardon me. The dark maple sugar and toasted pecan. That just kind of gave it a deepness, a richness. Excuse me. So it wasn't a bright berry note. I wouldn't say it's a dupe for black raspberry vanilla, although there are some similar notes in here. I think this is deeper, richer, more mysterious, which is quite appropriate since it's for, a Halloween scent. So I like this. I know a lot of people are not fond of it. People seem to be either they like it or they dislike it, very much so on either end of the spectrum. For me, I very much do like it. So if you're afraid of the licorice notes, if you're afraid your house is going to smell like black licorice, don't be afraid. It's not. It's only a whisper, and I wish actually the whisper was a little heavier because it is very faint. So yeah, this is a thumbs up for me for sure. In the Autumn Sunset, it's kind of a thumbs up. It's like, could be, maybe, not so much. Okay, next week we are going to talk about Cedar Cider, My Hero, Hug in a Mug. Some of these are kind of raunchy looking because of the move. And Black Raspberry Vanilla, which is very raunchy looking, but it's a full clam. So the first person to respond down below that I see come across my feed, like frequently, like last weekend, for example, 2 came in like back to back, but I can tell like one came in, the first one was 4 minutes ago and the second one was 2 minutes ago. So I chose the 4 minutes ago, which was Michelle. So they're very close, but again, the first one that comes across pops up on my feed. That will be the one I pick. And we will melt it and talk about it and sniff it, and that's it. So I hope everybody's having a fabulous weekend. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye.